Hello, today I have a message called Both of You Share, and here is the short version. The mistake you make with one another is that you believe that one of you has what both of you share. Today, something can shine through the wall we put up. There's attacking, there's withdrawing, and then there's being. In being, you allow everyone to be blessed. You are safe in being. Being inspires doing. Okay, so back to the mistake you make with one another is that you believe that one of you has what both of you share. So let's say, for example, you're worried about someone. Let's say I'm worried about something, and the mistake I make is that one of us has peace and the other doesn't. But if I'm worried, I'm not at peace, but I'm thinking there's something wrong with this other one. I believe one of us has what both of us share. Both of us are peace, and both of us are connected by peace. And I can turn my attention to that at any time. We're used to using as the motivation for our actions fear and guilt, which would say everything about difference and nothing about sameness, unless it's the sameness of making an alliance with one and not another, or putting groupings and comparisons in one group and not another group. Then sameness would matter to the ego. So if I can see that I keep making this mistake whenever I'm irritated with someone, sad about someone, worried about someone, whatever, overexcited about someone, especially liking someone and especially disliking someone else, whatever it is, when I fail to look toward what actually all of us share, or if I'm just thinking of two people, what both of us share, then I'm not tuned in at the level where I can be genuinely helpful. And of course, we're always at one point or another tuned in at this level where we're genuinely helpful. It's natural for us. But what we've done is, with a lot of effort, built up this mental structure that kind of channels us into being unhelpful to ourselves and to others. And as we allow that structure to break down, fall apart, and melt, then what's most natural for us, being genuinely helpful to one another, that starts to flow, or that starts to shine through this illusion we've made. The mistake you make with one another is that you believe, our beliefs are important, that one of you has what both of you share. So we need a foundation of confidence in what we both are. I can't be coming from worry or irritability or the idea that I have to prove something or make someone do something or influence someone. That's not a foundation of confidence in what we both are. So if I stop and relax out of whatever it is and get down into the foundation of confidence in what we both are, now from here action can come. So taking that extra time to sink down into that foundation of what we both are is helpful to both of us. So if you think about the holidays, being at a holiday dinner, I'm here in the US. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but my family's celebrating it today, a day early. So if we're at holiday dinner with each other, before we've even said anything or done anything, where are our thoughts about the person who seems to be other coming from? Have we grounded ourselves in what we both are together before the speech and actions start flowing? Our speech and actions coming from a grounding in what is exactly the same about both of us? Or are we acting and reacting in accordance with an idea that I have something you don't, or you have something I don't, some separation between us? Okay. Today, something can shine through the wall we put up. We think our fences that we build, our boundaries, this is me and this is you, that they give us safety. So we actually strive to keep our walls up. But light is not held back by any wall, any perceptual wall built out of thought that we put up. When I stop to focus on that light and the presence of that light, then my thoughts can come from the light. And when my thoughts come from my light, the light, our light, then my speech and action come from the light, because my thoughts cause my perception of the speech and action that I believe comes from me. And my thoughts coming from the light also cause my perception of what it is I think you are. My thoughts coming from the light cause my perception of what and how you do and say things. So this light is very powerful. It's all powerful because it's shared. And as I focus on the light in me and you, and that is joined, we all have power in a sense over one another. It's more like in harmony with one another. When I light up your mind, because I'm focusing on the light in your mind, then it's very easy for you to find loving thought. And it's easy for me too, because I'm focusing on what's real. So we don't really understand this power we have, but it doesn't change the fact that we have it. And as we become aware of it, we can begin to use it, not to make specific things happen, but just to put our focus where it's appropriate and beneficial for all of us. Okay, let's see, there's attacking, there's withdrawing, and then there's being. So if you think of the activity of mind, sort of a forward-moving activity toward somebody, I attack them, in my mind. I say what they are and what they aren't, and what I'm against and what I'm for, and all that. There's withdrawing, where I just try to hold back and shut off and close down and not acknowledge that I'm connected with anyone or anything. And then there's just being. It's not a moving forward. It's not a moving back. And we're safe in being. And when we take only a moment to rest in being, we open up this opportunity to everyone we're connected with to simply rest in being and to be inspired from being. With whom are we connected? Well, that would be everyone and everything across time and space. There's no one and nothing with whom you are not connected. And that is the power of being. So I'm not busy attacking, jabbing forward, or withdrawing, trying to back out and close off. I am in a beneficial space, not only for me, but for everyone and everything. And we can become familiar with this space and learn to stay here in this space. It just takes a willingness to practice. And if we want to be happy, here's our willingness to practice. There it is right now. Okay, so there's attacking, there's withdrawing, then there's being. In being, you allow everyone to be blessed. So being is a great, big, wide open, allowing space full of light. It's a place within you that you go. But when you go within to this place, you're within everyone and everything across time and space. You go to the place where you're all connected. So when you go within and you go deep into this place of being, you're connected to that place of being in everyone and everything across time and space. And then whatever form everything's supposed to take, it's given permission to do that. You don't know particularly what's supposed to happen, but there is a divine plan for all of us to return to the full awareness of peace. So when we get into the being place, we're activated and we share activation in the divine plan for everyone to return to the full awareness of peace and love and light, for that to unfold. We don't know specifically what it is. Along the way, we receive specific information as it's appropriate for our character enacting, but our separate characters do not seem to be in charge. Each one of us has a responsibility to learn to dwell in this place of being and rest here. Okay, so in being, you allow everyone to be blessed, because what extends from this place of being. Blessing for everyone and everything across time and space. No one is excluded. So if you want someone to be blessed, and it doesn't matter if it's you, that's not selfish, then you go into this place of being. Because from this place, there's no one and nothing that is not blessed. So in blessing one, you bless all. You go within to this place where everyone and everything's connected. It is a safe, harmless, open, loving space, and light and love extend forever without end from this place. It's a very safe place to be. Okay, you are safe in being. Being inspires doing. So if there's anything for the character you call you to do, it can be inspired from this place within. If there's anything for the characters you call them, all of them who seem to be not you, to do, they can be inspired from this place. Why? Because you're in it and activating it. This is communication. And although you may be called to use words, this is wordless communication. So you are safe in being. Being inspires doing. Well, what's doing? Doing is a perception. You perceive the one you call yourself doing, and you perceive the ones you call other doing. And so it's just a perception. And what gets inspired? A perception. Because the doing isn't actual. It's a dream. It's a hallucination. Okay, so it just inspires a perception of characters doing. That's okay. So you're safe in being. Being inspires doing, which is a perception. So when you rest in this place where we're all connected, and there's every reason to have confidence in all of us as the beings we are, and there's every reason to be happy about all of us as we truly are, held within this loving space as God's children, where we're all blessed and we're all blessing. From this place, all the doing comes. And the doing seems to be caused by the thinking. So from this place, you could say your character receives the thoughts that cause the perception of doing. From this place, you receive the thought that causes your perception of the doing of others. It's a very powerful, joined place. And the divine plan for all of us to be restored to full happiness unfolds here. So we learn to just be patient and rest here and allow blessings to extend. And yes, there will be stuff to do, but from this place is where the stuff to do becomes obvious and natural and relaxed. So not frantic. So we learn to visit this place, to be comfortable in this place, and to receive instruction in this place. Okay, I think that's everything. Hope that was helpful. Happy Thanksgiving if you're celebrating it, and happy healing.